Yes. I want to thank everyone for catching up. Ooh, it's about to be a real hot and spicy meal of the day. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of juicy organic topics. We need your thoughts. But before we get started, I would like to shout out our sponsor today, who is going to be Adi Visuals. If you need great videos, great photography, this is the team to get the work done. Adi Visuals has been a company around the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the last 5 years. They specialize in weddings. They specialize in maternity shoots, photo shoots for jobs. They even do videos. They give videos for musicians. They provide great services for chefs, promo videos that allow people to better their product or just better themselves and better shine a light on who they are. But Adi Visuals is a great service to reach out to. Information here. Please reach out. Tell them I sent you. You may get I don't know. He gonna look out for you. I ain't gonna say he gonna give you a discount, but he gonna look out for you. So please, again, Adi Visuals, ODGY Visuals. Please reach out if you're a struggling rapper or if you're getting a wedding shot. Reach out to them. They are the team to reach. And let's get started. Today we're gonna be talking about a few things. We're just gonna kind of start off with the buns. The layer. We're gonna layer shit or put things on top of each other. We're gonna dress it up. I'm trying to watch my cursing. As y'all know, that algorithm is something else when you're trying to get into this game. And so, again, like, comment, subscribe, kind of help your boy. This is organic conversation. This is organic topics. And so sometimes I just get passionate, but again, it's organic, baby. And so first topic is going to be the police chief of Mississippi, Lexington Police Chief Officer Sam Dobbins. Yes, he is pure garbage. Get rid of him. Trash. Heard on a recording saying that he shot an N-word with 2 G's, sending him to the ER, using the ER 119 times. I'm not even, this is America, Police officers, the policing system was built off of systemic racism, off of a racist idea, gathering up the slaves, that got away from the plantation. Now, police officers kind of graduated to becoming more people who are, patrolling of the city, but politics as usual took place, and as usual, police officers, who are not from certain areas, go into areas where they look at as jungles or super predators, as the Clintons would say, and they just deem these people as just that, super predators, when in fact most of the people living in these areas are not super predators. They're super nice, but there's just people with somewhat, I don't know, I gotta get it by any means mentality, even if it means being predatorial to others around me. So that's that. And so subjecting people as a whole to, something lesser is just not cool, because everybody's not the same. And so again, policing not all police officers are good, not all police officers are bad. Not all people are good, not all people are bad. But this one's got to go. He's a bad apple that just needs to be rotting in a cell. Who's to say, he hasn't caused any murders or, this is just Mississippi. Come on now. That's just like I see all these Alabama Roll Tide fans. It's like, really, Alabama? What y'all got other than the Crimson Tide? Because I know y'all got a lot of blood on y'all hands. I know Ole Miss had the rebel flag. Now that I think about it, Ole Miss Rebels. Ole Miss Daisy. I digress. So yeah, what am I saying? Everything is just built off of racism. You just look at kind of like, this incident with this police officer, and it's like, shame on them. And so we're gonna move to the next topic, and The next topic is Sesame Place. Again, this Sesame Place incident where this kid was shunned. These kids, rather, these black girls were shunned by one of the Sesame characters. I'm not gonna get into the exact details. I think they said it was Rosalita or something like that. I didn't even know there was a Rosalita character. I know, uh, Big Bird, Elmo, and all the, Rosalita and all them. What is she, like the Spanish translator? Regardless, these poor black children, and this is the thing, and the reason why I'm bringing up Sesame Place, even though this happened a couple weeks ago, is because, again, these black girls are gonna be taught from a very young age that life ain't fair, and it's like, at what age, do these black kids, go from being precious, black children to threats to society, and how we look at them and how we perceive them, and so, it, when you see things like the Sesame Place incident, you see things like the the officer of Lexington, and it's like, bruh, how? Like, how are we ever supposed to? How are we supposed to? you know, this is just woven into our fabric, like simply, it's just woven into our fabric, and so, that was a sad, unfortunate incident where, it's kind of like being Santa Claus, like that movie Bad Santa, and Santa's just drinking at the ball during the day. It's like, come on, bro, you Santa, like you Sesame, like come on, like for the kids, man, for the kids, dog. But some people just be trying to work a 9 to 5, just get through their 9 to 5. Lord have mercy. Poor kids. The next topic is kind of interesting. We're gonna get away from, racial injustices, and we're gonna go more towards a political issue, one that Biden is kind of bringing forth, one that is very close to me, and this is going to be student loans. You want to be my favorite president ever and forever, ever? Get rid of these student loans, baby. Man, I come on, man. Joe. Come on, Joe. I know it's in you. Kamala, come on. I know it's in y'all. I mean, come on. Like, how we feeling about, relieving student loan debts? For a nation that's supposed to be so great, how are we supposed to be so great when all of our citizens are in debt? How are we to compete with other countries in debt? How are we able to ever really live the American dream and call ourselves educated if we're in debt to these institutions that, one, have overpriced education. You look at education in this country, and one, education just is not fair because it pays to have a good education, and it shouldn't be the case. Let's look at places like Japan. Let's look at places like Germany. It's like they got public education, and they'll still kick our ASS just because of how they just have a system that's set up for everyone to win. And the way that America has it, it's like, I grew up in New Orleans, and it's like, unless you had $10K a year to go to Newman, man, you better have some good academics, and then you could get into high school. But them real high schools that, had them ties to them, them East Coast schools and whatnot, you had to pay that money. And for me, it's like, that's not right, because not only did these schools have the ties to the higher education systems and college and so forth, but they also had the resources. And every kid, and I'm going to bring up this Vince Staples line. He said, the next Bill Gates could be on Section 8. We need more Shanikas in Oval Office. Obama ain't the next. We just now getting started. Like, real shit. Real talk. Real shit. Like, the next Bill Gates could be in the projects on Section 8. But until we stop looking, at healthcare, things like education as just, if you pay, you get to play. Nah, I think if you are alive, I think that you should be able to, as long as you're paying taxes, you should be able to get the best health care regardless. But you look at just the way that this country's set up, and it's like, why can't everybody get the same? Why can't the pie be split evenly? And so when I look at this issue of student loans, I think that we really have to relieve them, but we also have to look at college institutions. If these are going to get relieved, something's got to give. And so if that means that, you know, uh, more football game tickets got to go up, but the cost of the tuition goes down, then damn, so be it. But in terms of just because we already got athletes getting paid, so if athletes are getting paid, what's going to be accommodated for the students who may not have gotten the scholarships, but everyone again should be able to get the access to free education and shouldn't have to go 10 years into debt, 20 years into debt, just to be able to be in a career of where they want to be. Is that the American dream or is that the American nightmare? Please get in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. We are going to have some great guests soon to come on this show. I got different people who I'm excited to have on the show. We're going to have all types of walks of life, people of color, people in high professions, that are just doing great things, great people, changing the world. And so I'm not perfect. You aren't either. But we can make this a better place if we work at just improving ourselves. Again, I want to thank y'all for just giving me a listen, giving me an eye. Catch up with me.